These are juicy meatballs served up in a Chinese takeaway style curry sauce. The curry sauce is so versatile, but I love to serve it up with homemade meatballs. It's a real family favourite. Hi, I'm Nikki. Welcome back to our kitchen, where we show you how to make delicious, family-friendly recipes. This recipe was handed down to me from my dad, and I remember eating it loads growing up. The sauce has got a lovely, rich, savoury tang to it, which is so filling and comforting, you just don't want dinner to end. So let's get cooking. We're going to start by making the meatballs. In my bowl, I've got 500 grams, which is a little over a pound of minced beef. To that, we're going to add a tablespoon of soy sauce, a pinch of black pepper, a teaspoon of minced ginger, 1 clove of minced garlic, 2 spring onions or scallions that have been finely chopped, a large egg, and 3 tablespoons of panko or freshly grated breadcrumbs. Mix all that together with your hands until just combined. My dad used to make this with minced beef or sometimes with chicken, but I really like this with meatballs, and the kids do too. Form the meatball mixture into walnut-sized balls. You should get about 20 to 22 meatballs. Now add a tablespoon of oil to a large frying pan and heat over a medium to high heat. Place the meatballs into the pan and cook, turning regularly. You want to be really careful when turning the meatballs so they don't fall apart. Once they've been cooking for about 6 to 8 minutes and they're lovely and golden brown all over, then we're going to remove them from the pan and place them on a warm plate to rest. Okay, so now that's the meatballs made, we're going to make that delicious curry sauce. We're going to start by adding the spices and the garlic. So I've got 1½ teaspoons of turmeric, half a teaspoon of Chinese 5-spice, 1 tablespoon of mild curry powder, and 2 cloves of minced garlic, and they're going to go straight in the pan. Stir together and cook for a couple of minutes until the spices start to release their fragrance. Now we're going to add 210 ml of beef stock and 210 ml of chicken stock to the pan. That's a little under a cup of each. We're using chicken and beef stock, partly because that's what my dad taught me to do, but also because it gives the sauce a lovely rounded flavour. We're also going to add in 210 ml or a little under a cup of whole milk as well. Stir everything together and then add the meatballs back into the pan. Then we're going to bring to the boil and turn down the heat and simmer for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, that sauce will have reduced slightly, and then we're going to add in some veggies. So I've got a large onion and a red pepper that have been chopped into nice big chunky pieces here. Add them to the pan and give everything a stir, then simmer for a further 5 minutes. You want those veggies to be warmed through but still to retain their crunch. Now we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of sugar and a squeeze of lime juice. And finally, we're going to thicken that sauce slightly by stirring in a cornstarch slurry that's made up of a tablespoon of corn flour mixed with 2 tablespoons of cold water. Now stir it all together and give it a taste, and then you can add a touch more lime juice or sugar if you think it's needed. Perfect. It's ready to serve. Serve the curry over boiled rice, topped with some fresh coriander or cilantro and chilli flakes, and finished off with some boiled eggs that have been sliced in half. And that's my Chinese curry sauce. Well, actually, it's my dad's, served with meatballs. Some of my childhood comfort food right there. And if you love meatballs, then you've got to try my juicy Swedish meatballs. I'll see you over there.